why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously a long discussion. If you want to talk to me about that, set up an interview.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Lou Too Sick back in the lab, and today we're gonna get serious. We're gonna talk about that exchange between a reporter and UFC President Dana White earlier this year. Yeah, this was at the TKO Boxing press conference when reporter Sean Zittel pressed Dana White on his company's lobbying efforts to amend the Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act. Zittel framed the question around the irony that boxing has produced the biggest gates in combat sports history, yet White is pushing for sweeping changes to a law designed to protect fighters. That law is called the Ali Act. Now, the Ali Act was built to protect fighters from the type of exploitation that ruined boxing for decades. Dana White says an amendment will help save the sport, but you have to ask if he's lying, because really, if you look at this amendment, well, it allows him to do the exact thing that the Ali Act was designed to stop. Now, here's what the Ali Act does. It forces promoters to disclose how much money a fight really makes. It stops promoters from acting as both manager and promoter. And it requires sanctioning bodies to explain rankings instead of just selling them to the highest bidder. Basically, it gave fighters protections and leverage they never had before. Without it, boxing goes back to the dark ages. Predatory contracts, fighters underpaid while their fights make millions, and no way to challenge the people profiting off their blood and sweat. Now, here's where the Dana White amendment comes in. Right now, he can't act as the promoter, the manager, the matchmaker, and the sanctioning body all at once. That's illegal. That's a monopoly. But this amendment would allow exactly that. For his TKO Boxing League, he could own every piece of the pipeline under one roof. That's why he's being sued, and that's why he's trying to change the law. So when Dana says boxing is broken, I think what he really means is that boxing can't be monopolized like the UFC is. And the reason for that is because of antitrust laws and the Ali Act. Those are the only things keeping one company from swallowing the sport whole. If this amendment passes, fighters lose every bit of leverage they still have. Imagine one company controlling the rankings, the matchmaking, the contracts, and the titles. Fighters would be locked down with no bargaining power, no transparency, and no recourse. And fans, well, you'd get sold the illusion of, quote, big fights while the money stays locked at the top. That's why calling this a fix is a spin. Look, boxing isn't broken. I mean, it's messy, sure, but it's also free. There's no monopoly here in the US, and the Ali Act is the reason why. So any rollbacks now, well, that's not progress, that's betrayal. If this push succeeds, it just won't change boxing. It'll erase the protections Muhammad Ali himself fought to build. Protections that fighters desperately need. And if that happens, the people paying the price won't be promoters, managers, or networks. It'll be the fighters, the ones risking their lives every time they step in the ring. And now, y'all, I want to hear from you. What do you guys think? Is there some pros to adding an amendment to the Ali Act? Is there some pros to having one company ruling over boxing, similar to MMA? A UFC type company ruling over boxing? Hey, we might get some fights that we've been waiting to see. Those checks for the fighters may be a lot lower, and some of these dudes might be getting raked over the coals. Hey, Am I bugging? Am I overreacting? Hey, you guys let me know. Hit the comments. Let's continue the conversation going down there. If you haven't, click a like on this video. Let's get it popping in the algorithm so the rest of the world can chime in on the discourse. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We're working on so much for you in the world of combat sports, from professional wrestling to boxing to MMA. If fists are flying, bodies are dropping, your boy is watching, and of course, I'm talking about it. Click subscribe to the channel, of course, and always have that notification bell on. It's your boy Lou Too Sick. Y'all know what to do. Keep those hands up.
Shit, I'm out the goose wavy, vision looking shaky. Hand me water, I don't feel right. Just had the club crazy, bad yellow baby sitting on my lap. I'm ending my night.